This Shopify brand made over $250 million this year. So today I'm going to reverse engineer Allbirds' website, their marketing tactics, and social media strategies. Hey y'all, it's your favorite digital marketer here, Chappell, and I advise on over $200 million in Facebook and TikTok ad spend, and we work with some of the largest brands at our agency that are doing 7 and 8 figures in sales. As you may know, Allbirds was founded in 2016 by Tim Brown and Joey Zwingler. Before Allbirds was born, Tim was actually playing professional soccer in Australia for the Newcastle Jets. After his professional days were over, Tim quickly began his journey in the world of business. Shortly after Tim met Joey, the product became more clear to them, and this is really when things started to take off for them after almost closing shop completely. The decision ended up leading to the two to raise over $2.7 million, enough to fund their idea at a massive scale and officially launch in 2016 with one product: the Wool Runners. And in the first month, they sold over $1 million in sales and did over 1 million pairs in their first year. It's pretty incredible, and it was definitely a success from the launch. Now, from someone who has worked with some of the largest brands in the world, I can definitely appreciate the action that they took and the way that they leveraged social media to really scale this brand up. And I've talked about this on my channel before. The action takers are always the money makers. It's the one who actually implements the data that they're learning from, understanding how to reverse engineer, how to actually go through and make tweaks and changes to scale their ads, and appropriately do it in a way that's going to be profitable. So now let's review their website. We're on the Allbirds website. A big part of their brand is having lots of playful colors, so that way lots of individuals are going to potentially see a color that they like and want to purchase it. One of the first things we'll notice is "for you, from you." This is a call out for gifting, and essentially it's getting people to buy gifts essentially for themselves. And the first two buttons we see are shop men and shop women, so we definitely know that they're trying to direct individuals there to either shop for, themselves or for their significant other. Now, as we scroll down, they have their favorites lined up. The Wool Runner, which is the best-selling item. That's the first one they're showing, which is really important because if you have a leading selling product, you always want to show that as soon as possible so other individuals will also be more likely to buy. Because if it's a bestseller, then it's likely going to sell more. Then they have their other two products here, and they have these little call-outs like Cozy Sneaker, Light and Breezy Sneaker, Breezy Flat. These are really good for getting people to engage, and they're nice little call outs that really help with increasing the conversion rate. And then not only that, but they have for every day. Now, for the rain, for running. This is really great because now this gives somebody an opportunity to buy more than one pair of shoes. If you're a runner, here's the types of shoes you would wear. If you're in the rain very often, here's the type of shoes you can wear for every day just to wear them. So now people are buying more and more products. This is definitely going to help with conversion rates. And then they have branding throughout, and as we get down, they have their new arrivals. This is great for people who have already owned their product before, and they're coming here to see new designs and new releases. And a lot of their focus is on running, outrun the rain, comfortability. They give a lot of reasons why somebody should buy. Cold weather run, small birds for kids. These are items that you can now buy for your kids as well. So let's go ahead and look at their product page. When we get to their product page, all of their images are immediately shown. We know that not having individuals' eyes in the images is best for increasing conversions, which is why, the images are primarily focused on the shoes. And another big thing a lot of people miss is their images are not 1080 by 1080. This really helps as well, and you want to make sure the shoe or whatever product you have is as close to the edge on both sides and fully to scale as possible. You don't want your item to be very tiny in the image. You want it to be the main focus. So zoom in on it, showcase it up close so that way people can see it. It's going to help increase conversion rates. This is proven time and time again with Facebook ads, with your website. If you zoom in on your product and make the image bigger, it's definitely going to help. Then they have a little walking GIF here where you can see the item, gives it a more realistic look. And they show it from different angles so that way you can get an idea of the shoe itself. And then over here, they have their colors. And this is great. You should have, if you have different items that have different colors, then swatches are amazing and they're very easy to, see exactly visually which color you want to select. And then you can select your size and add to cart. This is a very simple checkout process. They highlight the free shipping. They have their reviews. They make sure the headline is bold, men's wool runners. It's very obvious. And then the details are very simply broken down. It's not like 1,000 bullet points. They have them broken up into nice paragraphs so that way you can understand the material. Who's this best for? Know your audience. One of the biggest things that are going to help with conversions is understanding who your audience is. So they're really good at this and calling out who they want to buy this product. Who's this best for? People who are walking, very obvious. Cooler weather, everyday wear. Super soft material, warm and cozy. These are great call outs that are going to help with the buying process. And then sustainability, that's another big factor and getting conversions. If you have a sustainable reason behind your brand, it could definitely help. Care guide, remove the laces. There's a little tutorial and breaks it down for people. This allows somebody to know, what to do after they buy the product, if they want to wash them or how to take care of them. And then the shipping and returns, a lot of websites miss this. I highly recommend to have this information available. It is really important because you want individuals to know, how long is it going to take to ship the item? Do I get free shipping? How much do I have to spend to get free shipping? How many days on average is it going to take? And so these types of things can really help overall with conversions. And then they have an also consider here, which is a little bit more formal of a wear shoe if somebody's interested in that. And then as we go down, they break it up very nicely. They show the image. They zoom in on the actual lace itself. Super fine and cozy. Sweet on the planet. Plant your feet in comfort. Our laces are from 100% post-consumer recycled polyester. These are great things, and this is what really can help define a brand and their mission and, the reason really why behind they make shoes. Not just for financial gain, but also trying to, make shoes more comfortable, do better for the planet. And these are things that can help more than you would expect with the buying process. And then they have a nice breakdown of the reviews. You definitely want to collect reviews from individuals for sure. I have about 3,591 reviews. That's awesome. And it highlights the reviews for them. What's their size, average, overall, just right, activity level around the house, walking, commuting, running, errands, traveling. There's going to be enough information in here for somebody to relate to a specific review and decide whether or not they want to buy, which is great. And then they have the recently viewed, which is nice too if you're browsing and looking around. Once we add to cart, they have a drawer cart. Highly recommend this. Helps increase conversion rates. If you take them to a cart page, you're having to load a secondary page. You're taking them away from where they're adding items to cart. Then they have to press another button just to get to checkout. Whereas with the slide cart or drawer cart, it pops out, it highlights your item immediately. They can press the proceed to checkout, or if they want to continue shopping, they can right away. And then this actually has a little bar that highlights you get free standard shipping, which is great. And if you have free shipping over 50 and the person adds an item to cart that's 25, well, they'll know that they need to add another item to cart in order to reach the free shipping. That's a good strategy to use. Calls out exact product I added, and then down here, gifting, that's pretty cool. Add a free logo, packaging, and more. And then you might also this is a great upsell because it's no-show socks. Lots of people usually take options like these, and it's a really smart strategy because it can help with your AOVs, increase your profit margin, and get more sales. Then once we proceed to checkout, very simple and straightforward. There's the standard Shopify checkout. Overall, the site is very nicely designed. They have the bar at the top. Use code FLUFF at checkout for 30% off. This is another good strategy. You definitely want a banner. You want to make sure it's visible. And you can see that, the website's not overwhelmed with a plethora of colors. Although they use a lot of colors in their branding, and they're very bright, they're very intentional about where they use these colors. The only big pop out you'll notice is the banner itself. The rest of this is white, light gray, black, and it's very simple and guides you all to the add to cart button, which is really important. So it flows really nicely. This is a really good setup, especially for a brand. It makes sense why they're able to scale significantly because they have really good conversion rates. Now let's review their site on mobile format as well, because this is very important because most of the sales are going to be coming through mobile to begin with. They have a pop-up that highlights to get their app. This is really great, especially if you have a lot of customers. Having an app can allow you to send notifications on their phone now, which is definitely going to help bring people back. It's very focused on the product, once again, zoomed in, identifying exactly what it is that they're selling so people know immediately what they can buy. And then men's sell, women's sell, kids. You can select which category you want. Buttons are very nicely broken down. Once again, their favorites. Lots of options to be able to click on a product and start to purchase. 30% off with code FLUFF. This is a good call out. This definitely helps with conversions for sure. Their mobile website is just as good as their desktop, which is amazing news. Lots of times mobile doesn't look as good as desktop, but in their case, they definitely executed it nicely. Once again, focused on the product here, free shipping. These are the exact same things we're just calling out. Very focused. And this would look great in a carousel on Facebook. This would definitely convert if they included this exact lineup of carousels. Then once again, selecting a size. It would be good if they had like a sliding scroller here for the select size. So if it goes from 8 to 13, rather than dropping down one, it could scroll over. That is one recommendation that would definitely help, because it's taking up unnecessary space, only have one on this line. And then that pushes down your add to cart, which can take away from the conversions, believe it or not, especially if you're getting hundreds of thousands of visitors to your website. It does make a difference. Now, a lot of people underestimate how important page speeds are. I'll give you a good example of this. If you're running TikTok ads and you send 1,000 people from an ad because you have a very high click-through rate to your site, well, only maybe 200 of those people will actually load and see the website. The other 800 might drop because of a lack of speed. And this is really important to note because every second matters for how fast your site is. You want to lower the time to actually print the first view of the page, which is the time to actually see what the content looks like. Theirs is about 3.8 seconds for you to load the entire website. But the first contentful paint, 1.6 seconds, means you can already identify as well what the website looks like. This is important because you want to make sure that the speed is quick, because each 0.1 second, each second as a whole can increase your conversion rate significantly. Amazon did a study on this, and they found every 0.1 second increased their revenue substantially. So it just goes to show how big of an impact it can have if you can make sure your website is loading quickly. So make sure to, consolidate your image sizing. Make sure not have too much content going on. Be very intentful around how you structure things and what apps you use. Now that we've broken down their page speeds, let's go ahead and look at some of their marketing strategies, how they're leveraging Facebook ads. At one point in time, they were definitely one of the biggest spenders on Facebook for sure. And let's go through their ads and see exactly how they structure everything. Now we're in the Facebook ad library, Allbirds, and we can see that they're using a consistent branding throughout with their colors here, and they have different little pop-ups and items, and they're using their logo. They have text on the image itself. This is story placements. These could be in Reels placements where people are spending a lot of their time now, and they have the feed placements as well. Let's look at some of their copy. We took our classic high tops and fluffed them up, inside and out, ultra comfy, super warm, and available in 3 colors. They didn't even call out the shoe here, but you can very easily tell what they're selling is a shoe. And they used a lot of keywords: comfy, super warm, available in 3 colors, giving people options. And then we took our classic high tops and fluffed them up. So essentially, this ad could be really good for a warm audience who are already familiar with their product. If they've already purchased in the past, this could be really good for retargeting as well, because it's catering towards an audience that is likely familiar with them. The shoe's so nice, we fluffed it twice. It's a good, nice little marketing slogan there, because it has a play on words and it illustrates exactly what they're selling and the quality behind it. Then they have a new call out. This can definitely help when you have a new drop or a new item. You definitely want to call these things out, new arrivals. This can help with your conversions. Now, as we scroll down, we'll see that they're using this style again: from you, for you. There's a good reason for them to gift it yourself. Didn't get what you wanted this year? Find something you love and gift yourself just because. It's a really smart play, because now, historically, they might have gotten a lot of sales for people buying this product and gifting it to people. And now they're starting to focus on getting people to gift themselves. Really smart strategy, still using gifting, especially towards the later end of the year. It's a great strategy to go for. Get yourself something that sparks a little extra joy because you picked it out yourself. Very nice. So people are shopping for themselves, shopping for others. Didn't get what you wanted this year? This could also be a good retargeting ad. And then we have a 30% off ad. Gift them the wool lounger fluff, designed for next level lounging and living. Use code FLUFF at checkout for 30% off. This is a very direct ad. One thing that Allbirds has been really good at is focusing on the direct conversion side. They don't use these big marketing videos that don't get to the point. They focus very directly on selling their items. They're focusing on the offer. We know that offers will impact the algorithm. They'll lower your CPMs. They'll increase your conversion rates. It's more competitive. And then they use these bright branded colors that really pop. They have the red, blue, purple. These are bright colors for sure. 30% off with code FLUFF is one of their ads. Very direct, easy to see what the product is and to make the purchase. And they have their logo in every image. This is really good for branding, especially over the long term if you're looking to build a brand, not just, an actual drop shipping site, but a long-term brand that can handle scale. It's good because you're going to get Google searches from this included. So as we can see, lots of different colors in their ads. They all have a very consistent theme where the product's pretty centered up. You know exactly what you're getting. They have a 1080 by 1080 here, which is a nice placement, free shipping, free returns. They use all the right call outs for sure. And then they have this branded carousel. Stay warm with soft and cozy wool. We ran a test before where we tested text like this, where it's 2 lines of text, the product in the center, logo below, increases conversion rate, increases brand awareness, increases return on ad spend, especially if you're looking to maximize your brand value. This is really good. You can show the product on a white background image and it'll convert. You start including branding and adding in very simple text, it can help with the overall time somebody sees that ad, they're gonna remember it more times than not. And then they include some videos which are on Reels. They have an unboxing video here, which is definitely TikTok style for sure, which is really nice because it is UGC based. They're not just only focused on brand, they do have a little bit of UGC mixed in here. The bright new sugar sliders are here to add bouncy, cushiony comfort to your wardrobe. Once again, you'll notice all of their text is very simple, 1 to 2 lines, 3 lines. The reason is that text will show up in those placements. They don't have to click see more. Meet the Tree Dasher 2. This is a good way to introduce your product. You can say meet the, or you could call out the problem. Solution, here's the name of the product and what it does. Those are good ways to intro your product if it's something new. Once again, good retargeting ad potentially here, new upgrades and colors to brighten up your cold weather runs. This could be targeting people who bought in the summer, bringing them back for the winter buy. And you might be wondering, okay, this is all great, but I don't know how to create branded ads like this, or I don't have my brand solidified. I don't know how to structure stuff like this or have all these different ads. Who can I find to do this? Well, I'm gonna show you just how simple it is to create an ad like this. So here's one of their ads. I saved this image, I placed it in Canva, and I'm just gonna show you how easy it is to use a free tool like Canva to be able to create an ad very similar to this. That way you can create lots of different ads and run them on Facebook. So let's go ahead and do a quick example just to show you how simple this is and how anybody can do it. First thing we're gonna do is add in the image of their product. Here's their logo. And what we'll do is hit edit image, background remover tool. This removed the background that was behind this product. Even if you don't have your product, you can take images of it online, remove the backgrounds, and start designing around it, making it very easy for you to create mock-ups, create content for your ads on Facebook and Instagram. Now that the background's removed, we can start to search for the purple background. It looked like paper in the background on the previous one. Try to find a color that is most closely related to it. That looks pretty good. This also looks nice. Fits well with their brand. We're gonna blow this up. We're gonna send this to the back. Now the product's in the center. Change this logo to white. And let's go ahead and look. All right, meet the show, so nice. So now we'll add in text, find something that looks as similar as possible. Looks pretty close. Meet the shoes, so nice. Angle it. Put it below, white text, drop the font size, and then add a sparkle. We'll make the shoe bigger because we definitely know that increasing the size of this as close as possible to the edges is going to help because it puts more focus on the product itself. And then what we're going to do is edit image again, shadows. We'll do curved, perfect. Adds a shadow below the product. Effects here. We're going to do letter spacing because their letters were a little bit spaced out like this. And then shoe laces. We'll take this and add it here. Oh, they had it right here. And then copy, paste again, We'll flip this around. Vertical. I'll actually angle this a little bit more. Right there. Make the logo a little bit smaller. Center it up. And there you go. We have an ad that is very similar to the one that they have here. And it fits very nicely in the brand. And of course, it's not the exact text, not the exact background, but I'm showing you the format so that way you can create ads that is along with your branding and just show you how easy it is to make your product very appealing. Keep it consistent. You can change out this text all the time. You could do 30% off here if you wanted to, 30% off sale. And all you have to do is just literally duplicate this, make tweaks, and now you have multiple ad formats. New arrival. See how simple this is? Now you have 2 different ads and you can test this. And these are great ways for you to identify which one's going to perform best. This is easy for you to run creative test campaigns. It just goes to show you can make something very simple within 5 to 10 minutes. So there's really no excuses for creating ads now on Facebook. And this is the exact strategy that brands like Allbirds are using to go from $50, $100 to $250 million a year. So now that we've broken down some of their ads, the website, how to create an ad, and how easy it is to structure it, let's look at their email marketing strategies. When we see their emails, they're branded as well, very focused on the items, and it looks like they're highlighting new specific drops or new items as a way to send out these emails. This one looks like it was during the holidays. That bright red background, all of those items that they're wearing are Allbirds specific. A fluffy affair. The softest, fluffiest merino wool is back in styles for the whole fam. So this is very targeted towards families to get them to buy multiple products. You could very easily see somebody adding a ton to their cart and increasing their AOVs. And keep in mind that this brand scaled off of one product and later introduced multiple products down the line to increase the overall sales volume and get more profit out of the business. And once again, on these red backgrounds, I just showed you how easily you can use Canva to swap out each background. You don't have to hire a professional to make these creatives. If you have the budget, it's always great. It'll save you time. But I'm just showing how easy it really is to set all this up very quickly. And then they have these different options for choosing where to go. Tread lighter on the planet, try them for 30 days, free shipping, find a store near you. Easy to understand, call outs, buttons to drive them to actually purchase, whether it's women or men. Shop fluff, they have a button in the email. And you can see on their ads as well, if we were to go back here and scroll down, it fits in with the overall branding. If you click on this, shop now, it takes you to that product. The email matches the ads. This is called brand consistency. You want to have the synergy running throughout your brand so it's holistic. This allows people to know they made it in the right place. This reminds them that they've seen this before, and it adds to the touch points, allowing people to get more sales. Then they have a couple others here. Run with Nature is very direct, focused on their shoe. Shop women, shop men, very simple. Emails are a great way to increase your orders because once you capture emails or already have customers on a list, all you have to do is just send out an email to re-market to them. This is a great strategy for drops. It's a great strategy to release a new product. If you're not leveraging your email list, then you're definitely missing out on a ton of sales. We have clients that have done drops with their emails, done 20K, 100K, even 300K in sales in a single day, all from an email blast. But that was all due to the fact that they're running Facebook ads and building up their list over time. Then they have this sheep, which is consistent with their branding. This is their order. View order status, so that way people can track their order. And in case they were wondering, it highlights some other stuff around the product and the welfare behind, animals and how they take care of them, which is great because, sometimes brands get flack for how they treat animals. And so Allbirds is definitely taking a proactive approach and making sure people understand how they collect their wool, which is a good strategy overall because it helps with, anytime somebody has a question, they have the answer for sure. Once again, leveraging the logo, keeping it consistent. You can see how you could structure images like this in Canva and use them in your ads for getting conversions. In fact, this is actually something we help with at our agency. we manage Facebook and TikTok ads for some of the largest brands. So if you're looking to get help with managing your ads, definitely make sure to click the link below this video and submit the form to see if you qualify for our agency. So now that we've looked at some of their emails, let's go ahead and take a look at their TikTok strategy, because there's one thing about TikTok, and it is an explosive platform right now with over 1 billion users, and tons of people are jumping onto the platform to advertise because they're realizing how low the CPMs are, how many clicks you can actually get, and the conversions are very explosive on organic videos where you have to spend no money on paid ads and can literally sell out your entire inventory. This has happened with many clients of ours. We actually just had a student, Albert, go from 30K to 360K in sales in just 2 months. And we've sold out countless brands, all from organic videos on TikTok. So when I look at their TikTok account, I will say that if they were a client of ours, we would definitely be putting a strategy in place on TikTok because it's lacking for sure. One thing with TikTok is you want either a consistent face or you want to identify influencers who can be consistently producing content for the brand, so that way it's going up on the page. We actually do this at our agency. We manage influencers, we write the creative briefs, we contact them, we get creators to create content. Once we identify which one converts best in the ads, then we're able to work with that influencer over and over again. Not only that, but you can take those videos, post them on your Reels, Facebook, YouTube, and get views and sales from it as well. And it's all trackable through a system on the marketplace. When I look at their TikTok account, their view volume is very low. It's very sporadic. It doesn't look like they have a very consistent strategy here yet. Most big brands don't. They're still trying to learn TikTok. It's a very organic approach on TikTok. You don't want it to seem very salesy. So I would definitely recommend them to identify a few different series. We actually cover a YouTube video on this here on Content to Create. But in this series, you would have, say, a styling series, and they style the shoes with different outfits. Or runner series videos. These are different series they could do, which could help boost their overall awareness on TikTok. And then they could leverage retargeting strategies to increase sales as well. Now, I just completely broke down Allbirds' strategy from head to toe, and if you're feeling overwhelmed or wondering what next steps look like, well, just remember this. Allbirds started very early on with a Kickstarter. Keep in mind, small brands take time to grow, and it's been many years for them to be able to get to where they are, and they've had a lot of help along the way as well. And this video serves as a good way and breakdown for you to understand what the bigger brands are doing to get sales, so that way you can leverage some of these strategies too. And what mainly created a lot of this success is them taking massive action, being proactive, making the changes, and understanding their audience so that way they can sell their product. If they never would have taken that step back in 2014, they most likely would not be where they are today. And if you talk to any successful entrepreneur, most of them are going to say, just put in the hard work. 10 times out of 10, you'll hear this time and time and again, just work harder, just keep going, stay consistent. So make sure you have your goals set. Make sure you understand what your goals look like for 2023. Comment down below. Let me know what your goals are with your brand. Where are you going? What are you trying to achieve? Because without a goal, it's very hard to plan ahead and understand where you're going if you don't know what that target is. Maybe it's a financial goal. Maybe you're trying to go from 50K monthly to 300K monthly. And once you set that target, we can definitely help you understand what it looks like to get there. In fact, in our online Ads Mastery one-on-one mentorship, we help 6-figure brands, 7-figure brands, even 8-figure brands scale more with TikTok ads, with Facebook ads, with optimizing their website, breaking down the organic strategy without having to spend any money on paid ads to get results. And you could very easily see brands going from 30K to 360K, just like Albert here, who was able to achieve these numbers. And brands like Curtis, who in his first year went from $0 to $2 million with us. In fact, we've actually helped over 300 plus businesses that are doing 6 and 7 figures hit these types of numbers. We've even helped brands like Yazan here go from $0 to $1 million per month in just 6 months time. Now, what do all of our students have in common with Allbirds? They're relentless in taking action. They follow the steps, they implement the data, they actually apply what they learn, and allows them to scale further because of it. They're fast tracking their growth. Lots of people think that they can figure it out on their own, or they're going to do their own testing. Well, lots of people spend a lot of money and get no return and waste a lot of dollars in the process. Whereas working with a professional, it's very easy to get the exact steps because they've already been through these barriers before, especially if they have hundreds of brands they can reference to. And that's exactly what we do in our mentorship. You have access to so many different brands and understanding the strategies they used and how they got to where they are. So that way you can fast track your growth with TikTok, Facebook, ads. So if you do want that one-on-one support, make sure to click the link below this video to set up a call with myself and team to see if you qualify for our mentorship, and we're happy to walk through what those steps look like. And feel free to DM me the word mentor on Instagram at @RealChaseChappell if you have any questions around the mentorship itself. Okay, y'all, so we covered a lot of things in this video. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown and got some takeaways from it. Make sure to comment down below, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It's your favorite digital marketer here at Chase Chappell. Cheers, and bye, y'all.